It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the focus of this one is on Odell Beckham Jr. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Ravens and the 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the future site at Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Now this, not your typical Monday night. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Merry Christmas to you and yours, everyone at home. But Charles, this, the third of three here on this Christmas day. We saw the 49ers, remember, on Thanksgiving night as well. Now they're... So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Henry. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Off the play fake, Henry steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Last drive on their opening drive, he finished it off with a touchdown run of his own. And now they begin here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat perform. He's got a man. Complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. On the previous drive, he was able to hook up with Odell Beckham for the touchdown. And now here they go again, first down. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. He's got it at the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Henry. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a first down. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. There's the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback,
it's caught inside the 25. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been utterly remarkable in this first half. 5 touchdown passes already. This could be a record-breaking performance as he'll start again on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. T. Higgins, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Cam Akers, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime.
There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm.
Remember, he took it in from a yard out the last time they had it, and they'll look to put together a similar drive here as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Henry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run here with Edwards. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown! Patrick Ricard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. you better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, man.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.